Las Vegas police are looking for a Venetian employee who opened fire on 2 coworkers.
The last day to file your taxes is today.
And the Las Vegas Golden Knights just keep on winning.
Studio G starts right now. Welcome to your 12 o'clock newscast. I'm Alexis Ferraro.
And I'm Chase Christensen.
It's not the sort of news you want to hear as tax day is here. A local tax preparer indicted on several counts of filing false tax returns. Martha Saldana has more on a warning from the IRS.
The federal government has indicted 40-year-old Martha Williams on 15 accounts of filing false income tax returns. IRS agents say the former tax preparer knowingly created fraudulent tax documents from clients that resulted in them paying less taxes and receiving inflated tax refunds.
Unfortunately, it happens more than we would like it to. It happens every single year. It happens all around the country, and it's really big here in our valley.
Agent Sullivan says her department has a list of potential bad tax preparers in the valley. In the fraud case against Martha Williams, the indictment accused Williams of preparing taxes for customers at a cross-the-board management company. The approximate tax revenue lost is estimated to be about $140,000. Agent Sullivan said some tax preparers filed false returns in order to get more customers.
Sometimes it increases the number of clients they have, so word spreads that if you go to this preparer, you'll get a big refund. So all of a sudden, instead of having 100 clients, they might have 1,000 clients.
Taxpayer Ron Strong tells us he is concerned about tax preparers. That is why he says his wife does their taxes.
Somehow they take it off the top. They get your money, but they don't give you back, and they work in cahoots.
The big tax deadline for filing your personal income taxes is Tuesday, April 17th. The IRS tells us as taxpayer it's important we make sure we are getting our taxes done properly because in the long run, you could end up getting audited. For Studio G, Marta Saldana.
The big tax deadline for filing your personal income taxes is today, the 17th. The IRS tells us as taxpayers it's important we make sure we are getting our taxes done properly because in the long run you could end up getting audited.
42-year-old Anthony Roble is suspected of opening fire at a company picnic at Sunset Park Sunday night, leaving one woman dead and a man in critical condition. Investigators say he walked up to a table where the 2 victims were sitting and opened fire. They are calling the shooting a targeted act of workplace violence. Police are not sure if Roble fled the state, but they are working with multiple agencies to locate the suspect. Roble is considered armed and extremely dangerous. Any information regarding this investigation, please call Crime Stoppers.
First, Stormy Daniels to Michael Cohen, and now Sean Hannity. CNN reporter Brian Todd has more.
Michael Cohen avoids reporters' questions as he leaves federal court. Under orders from a judge, Cohen reveals that Fox News host Sean Hannity is his 3rd previously unnamed client. Tonight, Cohen is fighting to keep investigators from reviewing electronic devices and documents seized in an FBI raid of his office and other properties. He's arguing some of those records are protected by attorney-client privilege. And now, Cohen's top client has jumped into the fray. Donald Trump's attorneys have made their own court filing in the case, calling the FBI raid disquieting and backing Cohen's attempt to prevent some of the records from being examined by investigators. Trump's lawyers want to do their own review of the seized Cohen records to screen out any confidential information. A key question tonight, why has the president gotten involved?
This is more akin to a bottom of the 9th play. The evidence that may be at stake here, the government has seized, a federal judge has allowed that so far, could be absolutely toxic to Mr. Cohen and perhaps to Mr. Trump, and that's why this is so critical.
Legal experts tell CNN the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, who's been investigating Cohen for months, must have been confident of potential evidence against Cohen to order the raid. The Republican chairman of the House Oversight Committee vouched for the judge who signed off on the warrant.
The most important thing we know is that a neutral, detached federal judge that has nothing to do with politics signed off on this warrant.
Former federal prosecutors tell CNN the odds are against Cohen and Trump being able to prevent investigators from looking at Cohen's records.
It's going to be an uphill battle to assert that the federal government is not allowed to look at the evidence seized from Michael Cohen's home and hotel room and safe deposit and electronic devices, because we have processes in place to protect people's rights to privilege while at the same time allowing prosecutors to obtain the evidence they need to further their case.
Another key question tonight, if Trump wanted to shut down the Cohen investigation, could he?
This investigation is out of New York. His own appointee is the U.S. attorney there. The number 2 there is running this investigation. Unless you're going to fire the entire leadership, you can't shut this.
Fake makeup can not only be easy to buy, but also a health hazard.
LAPD officers dropped in several cosmetic stores in the Santee Alley, but it wasn't to make a purchase. Police busted 21 stores for selling counterfeit makeup products that tested positive for animal feces and bacteria.
Most of the consumers complained of skin irritations, like rashes, red rashes, and bumps.
Police received more than 20 complaints from people who purchased the fake goods. During last week's raid, a joint task force seized $700,000 worth of knockoffs of popular brands like MAC, Kylie Jenner's Kylie Cosmetics, and several others. 6 people were arrested. Police say although the cheap price of the knockoffs may be attractive, the dangers are real.
What you're ingesting or placing on your face could contain lots of lead, high levels of bacteria, and potentially harm you.
Following news of the raid, Kylie's sister Kim Kardashian tweeted, "Counterfeit Kylie lip kit seized in LAPD raid test positive for feces. So gross. Never buy counterfeit products." Authorities say consumers should use common sense when purchasing any product.
Where did you buy it? Did you buy it on the street? Did you buy it in the back of a car? That's the most common. Number 2 is price. If you're buying for something that's 50 to 75% off, you might want to think again.
Researchers say busting down on flea market fakes are a must because of the health dangers. Be aware of who you buy makeup and perfume from, even here in the Valley. Specialists say never buy it from a street vendor or a surplus perfume store.
Some Nevada drivers need a reminder as to what stop means. According to Highway Patrol, locals have been receiving tickets for failing to stop at a red light before making a right turn. The drivers with the green light adhering to the right turners are often getting sideswiped because drivers are pulling a California roll instead of stopping completely. Troopers say this isn't California, and if you roll through a stop sign in Nevada, then have your checkbook handy.
The Desert Research Institute includes a variety of facilities that oversee publicly supported higher education in the United States. Our reporter Diana Zainadine gives us the inside scoop.
The Desert Research Institute, also known as the DRI, is a nonprofit campus for the Nevada system of higher education. This organization oversees all publicly supported higher education in the United States and the state of Nevada. At the DRI, approximately 500 research faculty and support staff engage in more than $50 million towards environmental research each year. DRI's environmental research programs are divided into 3 core divisions: atmospheric sciences, earth and ecosystem sciences, and hydraulic sciences. Rudy Dared is the only undergraduate research assistant here at the DRI. He works under the Division of Earth and Ecosystem Sciences. Rudy is currently a UNLV student majoring in biological sciences and psychology in order to pursue a lifelong career as a cardiothoracic surgeon.
Here at the DRI, we pride ourselves on doing phenomenal research regarding the changes in the environment across the world. Some of the research that I do here regards a small microorganisms that lives 2.2 kilometers beneath the earth in Africa. This microorganism is believed by many scientists to be considered one of the very first origins of life. And my research here consists of trying to take this organism and make it survive across lineages. Here at the DRI, we take pride in our research and our ability to be able to transfer this information across the scientific community and the world.
The Desert Research Institute contains a lot of helpful tools and resources for our community. Thanks, Diana.
Secure your property tomorrow. The UNLV Department of Police Services want to reduce the likelihood of property theft on our campus. Wednesday, April 18th from 10 a.m. to noon, they will be on the first floor of the lead library at your service to register your property. The registration is free and available for laptops, iPads, bicycles, and any other items with serial numbers.
As graduation and the real world are approaching, students want to land a job when they finish school. The Career Services are conducting an interviewing seminar April 18th, 2:30 to 3:30 in their Amargosa room in the Lead Library. They will be teaching tips and tricks to make sure you excel during your next job interview. The event is free to all UNLV students. For more information, contact the Career Services Center at careerservices@unlv.edu.
Coming up, we will keep you updated with our weekly crime report on campus.
And check out the windy weather for the rest of the week. We'll be right back.
Oh, the station's great. You make friends, you gain skills, you learn how to do all this stuff with audio. It's a fantastic thing.
I can grow with everyone and everybody supports me as well as I can support them.
I think it's great. I think it's a blessing to have this kind of equipment from the Green Spun family as well as the state of Nevada.
And it's really informative to see, how a radio show really works.
Now that I do it, I have friends, I have people that want to hang out, and I get to play music a lot.
It's very good too because we have all the top of the line equipment to work with and students here that can help you out, so it's a very, very good way to get involved in radio.
As far as Studio G, at first it looks overwhelming, and at first it looks like it's a lot of work, but I'll tell you what, it's the most beneficial class I've had at UNLV to date, without a doubt. You get to not only develop stories and work on your interviewing skills, your editing skills, and your shooting skills from a camera perspective, you get to work on all the equipment that's in the studio. So you're working on audio, you're working on directing, tech directing, you get to produce your own show. You can take a 30-minute newscast and make it your own. And that's really cool about Studio G. Like I said, a lot of it seems overwhelming at first, but it is by far the best class I've taken at UNLV since I've been here.
Good afternoon, Rebels. I have your forecast for the rest of the week. So today we're at we have sunny skies, and we're at a high of 69 and a low of 50, and it's gonna be pretty sunny. So bring out all those dresses, shorts, Vegas weather. Okay, so for our story of the day, scientists have accidentally developed a plastic-eating enzyme that can be used to combat the world's worst pollution problems. Researchers from Britain University and the U.S. Department of Energy's National Renewable Energy Laboratory made the discovery a few years ago in Japan, moving us closer to a recycling solution. So, for everybody that uses plastic water bottles, soon they'll be able to kind of like dispose of them. They're still working on it, which is really nice to see, making our world a little bit better. For our 5-day forecast, Tuesday we're looking at a sunny 68, low of 50. Wednesday is a sunny 78, low of 55. Thursday is mostly sunny, 70, and then a low of 54, and then Friday is 76 with a low of 59, and then Saturday it will be a little bit breezy, so those winds will kind of like speed up. For the valley forecast, we're looking at Boulder City with a 59, Henderson is 64, Green Valley is 62, Las Vegas is at a 69, Nellis is at 60, Southern Highlands at 67, Summerlin at 55. So I'd recommend staying within the Las Vegas community just because it's just a little bit warmer. For our campus, it's currently 61 degrees and partly cloudy with a wind of 7 miles per hour and humidity at 25%, which is a little bit better than it's been the past few days with the wind. At night, if you're going to be here studying, it's just going to be 51 degrees with clear skies and 3 miles per hour wind. For our national forecast, it looks like it's pretty rainy on the East Coast. And then on the bottom, you know, like Miami, Florida and all that, it's all sunny. Nashville, Charlotte, I'd like to be there right now. For our West Coast, it's all sunny as well. I'd say the upper, there's a lot of rain. So that's all we have for today, Rebels. Thank you.
Thanks, Marisol. While you can show support for your school any day, UNLV has started a social media hashtag for a specific Spirit Day. Show your school spirit using the hashtag Rebel Spirit Fridays. The official UNLV Spirit Day hashtag is encouraged to be used on all social media to show your love for your fellow rebels. Wear UNLV Rebel gear from the bookstore, or you can even get gear from Target or Walmart. Show your school spirit every Friday and make sure to tag at UNLV to possibly be featured on the university's social media.
Our crime for the past week is as follows. We had 3 cars broken into and items stolen out of them. The cars were either parked in a university garage or O-lot. There was a silver MacBook Pro stolen from room 343 and a flute that was left unattended in a black case in the lobby. 2 bikes have been stolen, one black and white bike from CBC and another bright yellow-green giant bike that was padlocked at Northam Hall. If anyone has information regarding these thefts, you are urged to contact UNLV Police. To keep updated with our campus crime report, visit the website on the screen.
We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will sit down with Genwa Zenedine, UNLV alum, who has a lot of experience with the media field.
Sunday evening jazz. I mainly play a lot of contemporary jazz music from the 1960s up until about 2012, 2013. When I go on, just explain who it was, the name of the song, the name of the artist, maybe the name of the album, their career. I just hope that everybody enjoys it and appreciate it for the kind of music it is and how great it is. My name is Sam, and I host Sunday Evening Jazz on the rebelhd2.com.
Get to do an internship, you have to do an internship. It's one of the requirements for a journalism major. You have to do an internship before you can graduate.
Definitely having an internship as a requirement really helps push yourself out there and to just remind you that your graduation is coming up soon. You're going to have to need some work experience in your career. So it's really good to put yourself out there early on, and they tend to help students a lot more. So when you do a student internship, it really helps out a lot.
Where do I look? Welcome back. I'm sitting with UNLV alum and multi-talented reporter, TV host, and philanthropist, Genwa Zenedine. Thank you for joining us.
Of course, thank you for having me.
So starting off, can you give us a brief rundown of who you are and what you're currently achieving?
Sure. So you pretty much said it in the introduction. I am a UNLV alum. I graduated with a degree in biology on route of becoming a doctor, and then I kind of decided to take the risk and switch into the media industry. Currently, I am a TV host and reporter based in Los Angeles, and then I also have my own nonprofit organization and other projects that I do here in Las Vegas.
And what's a typical day-to-day like for you, juggling all that?
So that's a little bit different for me depending on what I have going on. So if I have to be in LA to host an event or report on something, then that involves a lot of content creation, a lot of filming, being in front of the camera, hair and makeup, getting ready, contacting PRs and all that stuff. But if I am in Vegas and I have to work on my nonprofit, it involves a lot of meetings and emails. But I always start my day regardless what I have to do with a to-do list.
And you started your education right here at UNLV.
I did.
How did UNLV help you move on in the direction that you wanted to go?
So I'm very thankful to actually be a UNLV alum. I learned a lot from my experience over here, from being involved in Greek life and other student organizations. I think being in UNLV and being that it is a diverse university, it teaches you, or it sparks that entrepreneurship in every individual, especially that Nevada is a great state for small businesses. So I think being at UNLV opened my mind to a lot of other career paths.
Awesome. And what suggestions do you have for students getting involved with organizations on campus? Do you think it could be beneficial in the long run?
No, absolutely. I think it teaches you a lot about leadership, responsibility. However, I think a balance is important. At the end of the day, when we come to college, we're here obviously to get an education. So that should always be somebody's main priority. And then after that, you know, obviously get involved in different organizations. I was, and I loved it.
And as a current reporter and host, what advice do you give for an aspiring reporter?
Wow. So what advice do I give? Definitely get the education that you need. It doesn't really have to be a formal education. I didn't get a degree in journalism. I got it in biology. So what helped me was definitely networking. So get the education, get the experience, get the training that you need, but also don't forget the importance of networking, because you never know who you might be standing in front of in the line of Starbucks. It might be the next producer that's going to hire you for his next show.
And just to end off, are there any future aspirations that you're looking to do as of right now that you can share with us?
You know, there's always something new that I want to do. I've always had multiple different goals in life. Writing a book is definitely one of them.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us. That's all we have today, and we really admire all the work you do and the inspiration that you give for UNLV current reporters.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we see what a local foundation is doing for children in the community.
I'm Kylie O'Rourke.
I'm Shervin Mushuri.
I'm Langston Carter.
Hi, I'm Holly.
My name is Anna.
My name is Jameson Wilk.
Window on the Middle East.
Spinning Indie.
Good News with Holly.
It's Jazz and a Touch of Soul.
It's Latin Nights with Anna.
The Rebel and Revolt Show.
And you can check it out on therebelhd2.com.
The show's name is the Rebel and Revolt Show. Pretty good show about, you know, just someone who will actually talk about UNLV the way an outsider might feel. We talk about current events, we talk about politics, try to take an offensive swing with it. Sometimes it's hit or miss, but, and we talk about, you know, the little things in life that everybody laughs about. And we are the Rebels and we are revolting. My name is Jameson Wilk and I run the Rebel and Revolt Show, and you can tune in at therebelhd2.com.
We are member supported. KUNV 91.5, The Source. Here's why you should become a member. Become a part of the public radio family while keeping jazz alive in Southern Nevada. Every member receives a discount card to businesses and restaurants around the valley, along with a premium of KUNV branded items. Exclusive access to KUNV ticket giveaways for concerts and events, and private members-only events with prominent musicians such as Paul Taylor, Vincent Ingala, and many more. We are 91.5 The Source, and that source is you. So become a member today.
Hockey's newest expansion team continues to dominate the NHL. The Vegas Golden Knights are on their way to the Stanley Cup, winning their third playoff game against the Los Angeles Kings last Sunday with a 3-2 score. Since the new hockey season started, the Knights broke many sports records, including most wins by an expansion team in its inaugural season. The NHL's newest team currently sits in first place in the Pacific Division. The Vegas Golden Knights take on the LA Kings again tonight at 7:30 in LA.
The UNLV Multicultural Greek Council held an event called Around the World. Around the World was held in the SU courtyard. The event was open to all UNLV students. 11 Greek organizations from the council each chose a country that related to their organization to show the beauty and delicious food each country has to offer. While they served food, they would give facts about their country to students. Not only did they offer food, but they also incorporated in entertainment. Each organization strolled, stepped, danced, and sang songs throughout the event, proving that UNLV has Greek unity.
UNLV's MGC hosts this event once a year. Be sure to check out the next one. Last week, we saw Eagle Taekwondo do martial arts with dance. Let's see what they did for us this week. Taekwondo is back at it again with the merging of arts. It's hard enough to train martial arts. It's also hard enough to be able to dance. Now imagine doing both of those things fused together, all while blindfolded. Let's take a look.
Saying I won't be coming home, I'd rather be alone. She doesn't fully understand me, but I'd rather leave than to cheat. If she give me some time, I can be the man she needs, but there's a lot of lust inside of me, and we've been together since our teenage years. I really don't.
Stay tuned next week for another Eagle Taekwondo fusion video. For Studio G, I'm Tessa Cardwell.
Just don't treat them bad.
I can't wait to see what else they bring to the table next week.
After 14 years, they are back. Check out this new film.
We need to change people's perceptions about superheroes, and Elastigirl is our best play.
Better than me? Mr. Incredible as a stay-at-home dad? That's just one of the surprises in the first full trailer for Incredibles 2, opening in June.
You know it's crazy, right? To help my family, I gotta leave it. To fix the law, I gotta break it.
You've got to.
I'm so excited.
I can't wait, honestly.
I cannot wait. I follow Pixar on Instagram, and I'm always looking at everything.
That's adorable.
All of their trailers and everything. I am so excited. I can't wait.
I feel like a little kid again. Like, move out 10-year-olds. Like, it's my turn.
I cannot wait. When I was little, I dressed as, what was her name? The daughter of Invisible Girl?
Know.
Violet.
Violet, yes.
I dressed as her as Halloween.
That's super cute. I love it. I'm just super excited. You have no idea.
I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I guess there we go.
That wraps up our show today, Rebels.
See you again tomorrow, same time, for more news here on Studio G. Have a great rest of your day.